Hey, Vortex. So I thought I'd talk about something that I've been stewing over my entire life. They say that ego is easing God out. And I have considerably bad OCD some of the time. Not all the time, but some of the time. And it gets so bad that I can't stop crying about things that I think are happening because I can't stop obsessing about those things that are out of my control. Now, a lot of people will do various things to try to remain in control. It's a false notion of control, obviously. But what would we do without these things? Everybody has this to a certain extent, you know? That's what the morning coffee is all about. People drink coffee as part of their routine to wake themselves up, get them into the groove of going about their daily business. Some people have a cigarette, some people have pot. That used to be me. Obviously got the afternoon coffee. This music is really creeping me out right now. Yeah, we all have something that we do as part of our routine to make us think that we're in control of our lives. And, you know, if we didn't have the coffee, if we didn't have the cigarette, if we didn't have the weed, if we didn't have this or that, we feel incomplete. I was thinking about a psalm that I read yesterday. God is telling us that it is He that made us, we not ourselves. And so it's like we have this ego telling us that we need certain things, we have to do certain things in order to be the person that we think we are. But we're really nothing without God. So the coffee doesn't matter. I mean, I've realized that. A long time ago I realized that I don't actually need coffee, it's just a placebo. I think everything's a placebo, really. When you live in this world, everything's a placebo. You tell yourself that it has to be a certain way for you to function. You know, there's so many things that I've needed in the past, or at least I thought that I needed those things in the past, but, you know, I don't need them anymore. And maybe they served a purpose at the time, but, you know, ego is all about being in the results committee. I've talked about the results committee before. You think that you can control the outcome. Now, in a way you can, because that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, you tell yourself that something's going to happen. It probably will happen because you're so determined that it will. But I just want to give up that control, man, because it's like tearing me apart. And I have to do that day in and day out. And a lot of people I knew in 12-step programs, they would say, turn it over. Like a motherfucking pancake. Turn it over. Flip it. Flip it like an egg, you know. it takes a while to do that. And if you don't turn it over, you end up burning it. You burn the pancake, you burn the egg, if you don't turn it over in time, you know? So maybe that metaphor is accurate. But it's just, now is the time to really give up those controls and give them to the Creator. Because we do have a say, but we don't. You know, and I am struggling with that a little bit, because I think that you know, the Serenity Prayer is pretty necessary right now. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, the wisdom to know the difference. That last part is very, very important. I would say that last part is the most important part. Discerning between what I can change and what I can't change. And I have a pretty consistent prayer that I send to the Lord, because I get so paranoid, I get so obsessive in my head. I say, God, please protect me from all of the terrible things outside of me, but more importantly, all the terrible things inside of me that I can very, very easily project or turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy, really. I can be so afraid of something that I channel that energy to come wafting into my life, you know? And that's the really cool thing about being positive, is that, you know, you can change that vibrational frequency into something really, really good. And so if you have this potential for all of this negative energy, if you have the potential to, you know, be this basket case that I've been, I feel like the opposite is always true. That it's like the law of duality or some shit. Where, like, if I'm obsessing about bad things, I can obsess about good things too. If I think that there's this propensity for inviting demons into my life, then there's also this propensity for inviting angels into my life as well. So, you know, just remember that shit. Take it from your fellow obsessive compulsive nutjob over here, that this affliction has a purpose, and that purpose might be to reveal to you all of the good that can come out of the bad. I might just be grasping at straws and lying to myself here, but I don't think so.